Oh, we're playing another The Return of Daniel Bryan, and we ended off at R-Truth, King Kofi. I failed this last episode.
Concentrating on the body here. We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
So last episode I lost.
So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania, when Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time, lost his title to Sheamus in a record 18 seconds? It's been haunting Daniel Bryan for months.
Yes, it did. Listen, Daniel Bryan confessed that WrestleMania was the most embarrassing moment of his whole life, and that's including the time his fiancée left him at the altar. Come to think of it, that was this year, too. I can't blame Daniel for feeling some stress.
Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at this same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he's caught off guard and hit by a now outlawed Brogue Kick. Boom, right across the small of the back.
R-Truth doing some damage. You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful choke slam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the pinfall. I can't foresee that being the outcome against the champions, though. Kane is in trouble.
Now back to the ring.
Dude, I can't
doing
tag
some
him.
damage. Kane has held 11 tag team titles in his career.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's a chance for 12, but Daniel Bryan's going to have to help.
R-Truth is speaking truth to power right now.
He's a spinning ball of
Dude,
energy.
how come I can't tag if this game's trash?
And we're back to this form of attack. Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I thought I was gonna die.
Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Well, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to keep his anger in check while hearing the WWE Universe mock him. And then he also has to focus on his opponent. It's a lot to...
Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
And that's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end as of late.
Bro.
And as a result, the Raw general manager forced Daniel Bryan to attend anger management therapy.
Tagged in.
Okay, baby.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies,
Oh,
they've been on a
no,
tear
they
in
take it out my
WWE.
favorite
They
one.
know how to work together as a tag team. And then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page. Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth are finishing each other.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. Well, what do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months.
Kane wants to put this away.
Kane with a vice-like grip on his opponent's skull. Can he finish him off here?
R-Truth is just getting overwhelmed.
Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
Can we address R-Truth and Little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes to let an imaginary person into the ring. Forget Daniel Bryan and Kane. Someone please help R-Truth.
I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE.com had a pictorial about Little Jimmy's family. Portraits like Little Jimmy and a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute that, okay? I'm a well-adjusted adult gentleman with many real-world friends, too. Thank you very much.
Whoa, did you see what he just did? Incredible!
What was that?
The cover. You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face
we
of
don't
fans
see
anymore.
Daniel.
He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Look out here.
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
In off the tag. What's he going to do with it? This might be big. Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that
Dang,
showed
he
they
just
both
kicked the
still
ref.
had a ways to go in
What a
their anger
savage this
management.
guy is. Yeah.
Unleashing it for the second time now. need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. That guy's a fraud.
And that's the tag to Kofi Kingston. What a clothesline.
Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Drop kick. Kingston's in trouble.
The Kane are in peril.
Kane
The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control. And now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time until this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging on to the ankle of Kane.
Oh!
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is
And
happening?
there's Kane off the top rope. Splash into a cover.
Oh, he won! They won!
No way.
They won.
Yes way.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
We just saw two men in
Yes.
Kane and Daniel Bryan, who can't stand each other, but now they're tag team champions.
Kane can't believe it.
Back.
Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of
It
therapy
wasn't
could have
women's
prepared
day.
the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
No.
Can you
Why do
imagine
why do you
Kane
like wearing jackets
and
inside?
Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I hate how it's not the
anger
commentators
management
go in
worked,
there,
well,
like,
at least
wasn't it like during
champions.
I am the tag team champions.
GBL?
And look at this.
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
What's both of them, Byron?
team champions. I am the tag team champions.
This is going to be interesting to watch.
There's obviously no argument here. They both won the titles.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, watch out.
The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.
So we got Kane, with the old tag team champions, and we got Daniel Bryan. Oh, we got Kofi 2012. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, snap. So it's not
A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces
No, when did I freaking do that?
Randy Orton. Daniel Bryan has a major task ahead of him tonight. He's got to beat a man with just about every accolade on his resume in the form of Randy Orton.
Yeah, Corey, you're not kidding. Orton has held the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team Championship, he's won the Royal Rumble, and has been WWE Champion 9 times.
We compared Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan's accolades
No,
before, and Daniel Bryan has a
that.
decent resume too, as he's won Money in the Bank and has held the U.S. title, tag team titles, and the world title 1 time each.
That's just it, Cole. Bryan's had a taste of success. Orton's been feasting on it forever.
Hey, so he can't springboard dive anymore?
I'm not surprised that Randy Orton couldn't make it as a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan. He hasn't had the best track record with allies this year.
That's true, Byron. Orton put his neck out for the Big Show to help him and Sheamus take on the Shield at WrestleMania. That match ended with Big Show punching out both his partners.
He went over the barricade.
You two gentlemen mentioned Orton's bad luck with tag partners. After Big Show's betrayal, Sheamus and Orton couldn't get along. It's a minor miracle that Orton helped Team Hell No beat the Shield.
Needless to say, I don't think we'll be seeing Orton teaming up with anyone in that locker room for quite some time after tonight.
We're seeing two favorites of the WWE Universe battle it out here, and it's fitting that the WWE Universe voted for this to be a street fight.
The hashtags have been trending all night on social media, but the people picked a street fight over a Falls Count Anywhere and a lumberjack match. I normally disagree with the people, but they made a good call here tonight.
Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless. He wants no part of the outside. He's in trouble.
All right, let's do that.
He's not going to go
Oh,
quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
I'm telling you, I'm not letting you go.
Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this?
There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame career. Bryan suffered some of his worst losses due to his mental issues.
When this guy's on, look out.
All right, I'll be right back.
The end may be near.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Guys,
Yes.
Bryan has Orton reeling.
Yes.
The so-called
Yes.
weak link is edging even closer to it. He comes up big there.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. Randy Orton got the worst end of that stick.
20 nugget, 20 piece chicken nugget.
And here comes Orton. What are we going to see here?
Oh no. That's not good.
Hung up on the second rope.
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both
What did he
Kane
do?
and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities.
Set it up, buddy.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross. Look out!
10 times.
A street fight is apropos for Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, seen as both men will take part in the Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time.
All the weapons we'll see Bryan and Orton sling tonight is just a prelude to the unforgiving steel ladders at play in a Money in the Bank match.
And another one.
You two brought up the upcoming Money in the Bank match. Don't forget that Kane's in that match, too.
What the
I
hell?
wonder if Bryan's going to be able to stay sane with so many agitating factors in play in that match.
I think Daniel Bryan will thrive, actually. He's won Money in the Bank more recently than Kane, and Randy Orton still hasn't won Money in the Bank after multiple attempts.
Oh, and that's some serious damage to the back of the neck. Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both. And he finds a way free.
Wow, that was just pure determination, Cole.
I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach.
Sash.
He clearly has confidence in that move.
I'm doing a Daniel Bryan showcase.
Saxton, you were blathering about these guys being respectful, and I got to dispute you. Orton's done some despicable things to get ahead, and Bryan certainly wasn't respectful when he cashed in Money in the Bank on the Big Show. You do what you can to get ahead in this industry. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Knocked off his feet.
Now that's a takedown.
He dodged the S-kicks again.
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts.
Get up.
Both of these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. What an up.
And here comes... Oh, I think this man means
I better
business.
reverse that. I
The
told
Vipers.
you.
He can end it here. 2, 3.
I am so bad, chat. Oh my god.
The Viper.
How did I not? How come I'm so bad at kicking out on stream, but I'm so
No doubt
good
that
at
was a
kicking
match
out when
people
I'm
will be
not
telling their
streaming?
kids about for years to come. Here's
Oh
another
my
look.
god.
Is your winner. He
I
is
suck.
the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy
I
Orton.
suck.
Orton wins here.
Okay, buddy. Hi, Bella.
A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
And there's a kick.
Yes. Oh my god, what is this?
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts.
Kendo, kendo. Come here, boy! What?
This rivalry
No,
between
Nico.
Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Bryan has been determined to show he
Dude,
can
I
beat
grabbed
Orton.
it. This
Last
game's
week on Raw,
trash.
Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage.
What?
When Bryan injured his arm, Bryan got a countout win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight.
We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's opening match, but they brought it
what the hell?
disqualification.
Well, you won't see a count out, DQ, or an injury in this match. One of these guys is going to be pinned or submitted at the conclusion of this street fight.
Stop getting so mad.
Daniel Bryan has been consumed with the idea that he's a weak link due to his performances in tag team competition as of...
Well, Bryan tends to be consumed by just about every minor annoyance, but he did take the pin in 3 straight tag team championship losses to the Shield.
Standing drop kick.
It does.
Bringing back up Daniel Bryan as a weak link. Note that he's not sorry he let Kane down when he cost Team Hell No the tag titles, or that he failed.
So let me quit. Guys, I'm gonna play Overwatch with EJ.
You have to level up my Gumbo account.